Welcome to the Ultra Blue channel, your go-to source for in-depth tech tutorials. Today, we'll cover essential terminal commands for Kali Linux beginners. This guide will break down each command and explain them in detail to help you get started with Kali Linux. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. Your support helps us continue to create high-quality tutorials. Now, let's get started. The terminal or command line interface is a powerful tool for Kali Linux that allows you to interact with your system directly. By typing commands, you can perform tasks more efficiently and access features not available through the graphical interface. Let's start with some basic navigation commands. These commands help you move around the file system. The pwd command stands for print working directory. It displays the current directory you are in. This is useful to know your exact location in the file system. For example, if you type pwd and press enter, you see the path of your current directory, which is home, and the user is ultra. The ls command lists the content of a directory. It shows files and subdirectories within the current directory. Typing ls will display the current directories we have over here. You could see that we have our desktop, we have documents, we have downloads, we have music, pictures, public, templates, and videos. Now the ls-l will give you a detailed list of the directories as well as hidden directories. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. So ls-l, enter, and you'd see that we have additional information. The first was just a list of the directories, but right now we have the same directories as well as the time it was installed, the date, the user, and what have you. Now let's move on to the cd, which also stands for change directories. The cd command is used to change the current directory. This is essential for navigating through the file system. For example, if you wanted to navigate to the home directory, you could type cd /home. Then we hit enter. This will move us to the home directory. Actually, to move us to the home directory over here. Let's see this. Let's confirm this by typing pwd, which stands for print working directory, and you can see that we are in the home directory right here. To go back to your previous directory, just press cd -- without any other tags, without any other flags, and hit enter. Then you will send back to your root directory. Let's confirm this by typing pwd, hit enter, and we are back to our user directory. Let me go ahead and clear this so that we can get more room. Moving on to file management. Next, we'll cover some basic file management commands. These commands help you create, delete, and manage files and directories. The mkdir command stands for make directory. It allows you to create a new directory. So let's go ahead and create a new directory. To create a new directory, simply type mkdir followed by the name of the directory you want to create. Now let's say we wanted to name our directory as new folder. So mkdir, then new folder. Then we hit enter. It is created. Let's see if it is actually created. So we'll list the directories, and then you'd see that our new folder is created over here. New folder right here. The touch command is used to create a new empty file. This is useful for quickly creating files without any content. So for example, let's say we wanted to create a file. We'll simply type touch followed by the name of the file we would want to create. Let's say we wanted to create a file called new file. We have to specify that it's a text file, and then we hit enter. Let's confirm this by typing ls, and you'd see that our new file has been created here. New file. The rm commands is used to remove files or directories. Be careful with this command as it permanently deletes files. Welcome to the world of Kali Linux. Now, to remove a file, simply type in rm, which stands for remove, followed by the name of the file or directory. So let's say we wanted to get rid of our created folder or directory we created earlier on. So remove, followed by the name, which is new folder, and then we hit enter. Oops, it's a directory. I think made a mistake. You have to put tag here to specify that it's a directory, -r, then hit enter. Good. And then let's confirm to see if our new directory has been removed. ls, and yep, we no longer have our new folder here, so it has been successfully removed. However, if we're removing a file, you don't need to specify, you don't need to add the -r tag. The -r tag simply tells you that you want to remove a directory and its content. Now let's look at a command for viewing and editing files directly from the terminal. And one tool that I like using is a cat command, which also stands for concatenate and display files. Now we recently created a file here, but there's nothing here. So let me go ahead and put something inside there for the sake of this tutorial. So this was it. Let me put some fast info there. This is ultra blue channel. Oops. Yeah. Kindly subscribe to the channel. Great. So I'm going to go ahead and save this and exit this so that we can use this file for the sake of this tutorial. So to view and edit files directly from our terminal, we can use a cat command followed by the name of the text file we would want to edit, which was new file. So new file .txt. We are done. You hit enter, and it is going to display the contents of the file here. Remember, we typed in this is ultra blue channel, kindly subscribe to the channel in the text file below. So that's just what and how you use the cat or concatenate to display the contents of a file. The nano command opens the nano text editor, which is a simple user-friendly text editor for the command line. So type in nano followed by the name of the file you'd want to open and edit. Let's say new file, right? New file .txt. Hit enter, and great, we have the contents here, which was this is ultra blue channel, kindly subscribe to the channel. We could go ahead with nano. It allows us to actually edit stuff. So we could go ahead and say share with your friends. And we can say dog, cats, and the list goes on. So when you're done editing, all you have to do is, if you want to save, you have to press Ctrl+O to write out, then press enter. And if you want to exit, you press Ctrl+X to exit. So that's how you use the nano command line text editor. Moving on, let's talk about the less command. The less command is similar to cat, but it allows you to view file contents page by page. This is especially useful for large files. We currently don't have a large file here, but let's see how it looks with a file containing just 2 or 3 sentences. So less followed by the name of the text file we'd want to open. So it was new file .txt, enter, and you could see it here. So if this was a document containing huge number of characters, if you want to move to the next page, you have to press enter, enter, enter. But you'd see that this is the last, it just contains 1 page, so you can't actually go on to other pages, so you'd only see end. Now to exit from this screen, kindly press Ctrl+Z and you're off the screen. Now let me go ahead and clear this once more. Now, understanding your system and managing processes are crucial skills. Let's explore some commands for this purpose. The uname command provides information about your system. Adding the a tag option actually gives you more detailed information. So let's say you wanted our system, we wanted some information about our system. All you have to do is type in uname. This command will print the system information. So uname, it tells me that it's Linux, I'm running Linux. However, we'd want further information, we'd want more information or detailed information. So to get that, you type in uname space -a, hit enter, and now it will display the system name, which is Linux, and then it will display the kernel version, which is Kali 6.6.15, and then it will display other details as well. So that's how you use the uname to display system information. The next is the top for the task manager. The top command displays real-time information about system processes, including your CPU and your memory usage. So let's say you typed in top and hit enter. Top not found. Oops, I actually wrote tab and not top. So top, TOP, enter, and then you'd be given, or it will provide a live view of running processes. You can sort and filter this information to manage system performances easily. You see that we run top command here, which is still running here. We have some other background processes running. So let me go ahead and suspend this by pressing Ctrl+Z. Let me clear this. Now let's move on to the PS. The PS command lists the current running processes. It's useful for getting a snapshot of active processes. So let's say PS, and then you see the list of the active processes. Remember, we suspended the top, the less, and so have you. So I think I made a mistake here. Anyways, so these are the current running processes here. Let's say we added PS space AUX. Oops, AUX. The AUX will display detailed information about all running processes. Why don't I go running it? Great. So with the AUX tag added, it will display information or detailed information about all running processes, including the user currently running them. I'm ultra, obviously, so the user is over here. Then it will display the PID, which is here, and then the resource, the amount of resource or CPU or RAM it is using, also here, and some other bunch of details. The kill command is used to terminate processes. You will need the process ID or PID to use this command. Now let's say, let me go ahead and quit this. So let's say you wanted to kill a particular process. So you type in let's say you did I say the word kill? Let's say you wanted to terminate a particular process. You have to type in kill followed by the PID of that process. For instance, you wanted to terminate this process, would type in kill, then we'll come in and specify the PID. This is the PID. So kill 1685. So 1685. And when you hit enter, it's going to kill this particular process. I don't know what specific background process it is, so I don't want to terminate that one. Let's see if we could terminate others. Great. Let's terminate 9228. So kill 9228 and hit enter, and then that process will be terminated. So that's how it is done. The df command displays disk space usage. Adding the H option will show the output in human readable format. So let's say df and hit enter, it will display the disk usage here. However, let's see what happens when you specify df-h. You hit enter, and then it will provide you the file systems followed by the size. Take note of the differences here. This was df without the -h, but over here it tells us that it's 1.4 gigabytes. This was just written raw, but over here it is being specified that it is 278 megabytes. So that's just what the disk usage command displays. Let's explore some essential networking commands for managing and troubleshooting network connections. And the best of it all is the ifconfig, because you'd mostly always need it during your pen testing. So the ifconfig command is used to configure network interfaces. It is useful for viewing and changing network settings. So let's go ahead and type in ifconfig. Let me go ahead and clear this first. So ifconfig. The ifconfig in the terminal will show output. It will display network configuration, including your IP address, your subnet mask, and many more. So I'm going to blur up this up. Let me go ahead and clear this. Now let's talk about testing connectivity. The ping command tests the connectivity between your system and a remote host. It is useful for troubleshooting network issues. For instance, if you wanted to test our network connectivity, you could say ping, then we'll specify a remote host, let's say Google. So google.com, and then we hit enter. So it's going to send packets to Google server and measure the response time, helping you to check if your connection is working. So let me go ahead and pause this right here. Then let me disconnect my Wi-Fi. Great. Now let's try it again. So ping Google, enter, and then you see that temporal failure in name resolution. So that means that we don't have an internet connection. So this is one of the ways you could diagnose and troubleshoot network related problems. Let me go back and connect to my Wi-Fi. The netstat command provides network statistics. It literally means network statistics. It includes your active connections and routing tables. So let's go ahead and type in netstat. Hit enter. Great. So now it would display our network statistics, including active connections and routing tables over here. Let me go ahead and say network stat space -t and hit enter. Great. Now this is, you'd use a -t in the terminal to display active TCP and UDP connections along with listing ports. Right now I don't have any servers running or any server connected to my laptop, so you're going to see 0 servers. So probably as we progress through this course, when we start connecting our laptop our machines to servers or hosting our own servers, probably you might see the number shoot up. So let's go ahead and clear this and move on to maybe the last thing for this specific tutorial. We can't finish all the types of tools, all the types of commands today. Maybe as we progress through the course, we will introduce more commands, and I think it is going to be better. The wget command is used to download files from the web. It is a powerful tool for fetching files from remote servers. So let's say we wanted to download a particular file, just have to type w then get followed by the URL of that specific file. So I don't have any URL here right now in my head, so let me go straight to Google and get us a URL. Okay, let's see. Great. Copy link. All right, so let's get back to our tutorial. So I'm going to paste this here and then we'll hit enter. So this is going to go around to download a specific image of a cat and store it in our system. So in conclusion, mastering these essential terminal commands will enhance your efficiency and control over Kali Linux. As you become more confident with these commands, you would find yourself navigating and managing your system with ease. Don't forget to subscribe to our Ultra Blue channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. Your support helps us to continue creating detailed tutorials like this. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.